Good afternoon. My name is Doug Line, and I manage the OTech ServiceNow Development Group. And this is another one of the videos, a little bit shorter, to show you explicitly how lists are handled differently and where some of the new navigation within those occur. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start here on the production instance, and I'm in my group's work. And I'm simply going to click on this link, which will get us then into a list of records. All right, so that's what we normally see, right? We expect that, we're used to that. Now, here I am, I'm on our test instance. I also have that same link that's available to us. So I go to my group's work. And now I'm looking at that same list of records, but now we're in the new interface. And some things of note. If I go right here, you've got your list controls. So this is where you can change the different view. Some of you will have the ability to see different views of records. You can look at filters, like if you have saved filters and things like that. You can change your group by right here. So if you want to group by assigned to or state or whatever, you can go up and do it there. Here is where you can show how many records per page that you want to show. Normally what I show is 100 rows per page. If you want to make the experience a lot more responsive, what you want to do is reduce the number of rows per page, so ServiceNow isn't having to render all of that data. You can also refresh the list. And from here, you can also create a favorite for this particular list. You could also, if you wanted to, you could go right here, click that star. That would do the same exact thing. The other thing that's a little bit different now, you'll note right here, this is where we go to show or hide the filter that you used to generate this particular list. Close that back up. The other thing that we've got available, or still have available, is this little activity monitor. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And a reminder for those who maybe don't use this tool within ServiceNow, but what the activity stream does is, let me pop off here for a second. It shows us, so there are 557 items in this list right here. What the activity stream shows us is what is the latest activity that has happened in this list of 557 items. So I use this a lot to see where my active items are, whether it is something that's come back in from a user or something that one of my technicians has said to an end user. You can keep up with what's going on currently in your group really easily with this activity stream. It is a really useful tool if you haven't done that. I'm going to click on this gear. The gear, if there are items or columns that you want to add, this is where you can now come. Let's say you wanted to take a look at the duration field. So if I add duration, I say okay. If I scroll over here, this now shows the duration. And the duration, ServiceNow uses the duration field only after items get closed, but I just wanted to show folks, where you go if you want to add columns. It used to be you could come here, you can do the same kind of thing down here. Again, with any one of these columns, you can click on them. That will sort by that particular column. You'll see this is ascending. If I click on that again, it will sort by descending. So if I want to go over here and I want to group by business services, I can simply, click on those three ellipses. Then ServiceNow is showing me the same items, but now they're grouped by business service. Okay. And I can get to them by clicking on the business service, or I can hit the down arrow next to it. If I want to ungroup them again, I just come there, I go to ungroup, and I could have done that on any one of these column headings. One of the pretty neat things that you can do now with this new interface is on any one of these columns, you can launch what's known as interactive analysis. And if your group is pretty good at creating categories and subcategories to basically track or manage the items that are in your queues, this interactive analysis that is now available makes it really neat to go through and look at that list of data that we were just looking at. Okay, so we're still looking at the same list of data, but now we're looking at these now by task type, so we know what kinds of work are coming in. These are all catalog tasks, and then I have stacked those by the category. So I can go down here, and again, I can click on any one of these, and I can dive directly into those records. So of all the catalog tasks that have come in, clearly we have done the most, 138, 55.65% of the catalog tasks that have come in have been around recovering IT assets. What we have over here is kind of the same, it's not kind of, it's the same data, but this is put together in a heat map. And you can see right here, recover IT assets, 138. That is where we're doing the most work. So recovering IT assets, catalog tasks, I can aggregate this by count, average, sum, distinct count. The other thing that we can do, what if we wanted to go up here and we wanted to look at the same data, but we wanted to look at it by business service? So now we're going to look at that same data, but now we're going to look at it from the lens of business service. So we're grouping the work by business service. So OHT IT asset management, that is by far our biggest in this particular group's work, where they're doing the majority of their work. Again, we can see that asset management, 156 are the recovers, 73 are the issues. So you can get an idea then about the records and the work that you're doing and how busy you are in one area or another area. And with ServiceNow on any one of these, if you click on that, what that does, that opens you into those 156 items. So now we're looking at these 156 items. We can go down here, and if we wanted to add different columns, we can do that here by configuring. Did I just lie? Yeah, the list layout. I think I can, yeah. I can configure it here also. So again, ServiceNow is providing, if we want to get rid of now that business duration, or if I want to move, one of these columns up, I can click on save. That will come back and we can see that that business duration now is gone and we've moved the column up. So now we have talked about, where the filters are. In a previous video, I showed you the history, it's where you can get back. So here, I'm going to use the history to go back to that interactive analysis. And this is going to take us right back to that original page where I came to the 156 items by clicking on the pie chart. So I hope that you have found this useful. And the next video I think that we'll be putting together is a video that show basically what the form layouts are. So I hope that this little peek into the lists, how to use those, how to get into some different areas. I guess the only other thing that I didn't do was show you when you're in the list view, you can still do, all of the, not in a list view. When you're in a list view, I hope this is a list view. Yeah. Any one of these, you can always export to Excel or whatever else that you wanted to. That was one of the things that we get asked quite a bit anyway. So now I'm really done. So I hope that you have found this useful, that you know where to go. The lists, they all work like they used to. So, I mean, you can click on any one of these. I am right clicking on it and I can say, hey, show me matching or filter these out. I can assign a tag to it, whatever I might want to do. All right. Well, you have a great day. Thank you very much. Bye.